Hello and welcome today to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers podcast. I am in a cozy, comfy place here today. This is unlike most of my recordings, but this is great. I am with Jess Backus, and this is here on the Bridge Road Shops. This is Liberty Roe Children, Children's Clothiers and Toy Company. And I am with Jess, and Jess, I'm going to ask you, what's your hustle?
Well, my hustle is to help families by providing quality clothing, legacy toys, and along the way to make the world a better place.
Wow, that is quite a hustle. So how do you do all of that with your store here?
So I have 8 children, and so I have a little bit of experience about what quality clothing looks like. I don't know about you, but kids are hard on clothes.
They are.
And with 8 kids, you want them to be hand-me-down quality, if you at all possible. So we shop brands that we know have high quality, but also great bang for your buck.
Right.
We also do toys that we know nothing in here is throwaway. Maybe at Christmas we'll have a few stocking stuffers, but for the most part, everything in the store is something you can throw up in your attic and bring back down for the grandkids. We want it to be something that's legacy.
Yeah, I noticed your toys here, the clothing here. It all looks like very high quality stuff. What do you go through for sourcing everything that you have in here? What kind of criteria do you use for that?
Well, honestly, the first thing that we're looking for is I look for a company that does more than sell goods. So I have Bella Tuna here. Not only are they world-class silicone items for babies, from bibs but for every item they sell, they feed a hungry kid right here in the U.S., which is amazing. I have a little girl purse line, and actually they do stadium purses too. It's called Caring Kind. All of her profits go to anti-human trafficking. She works with a company called She Is Safe. And so it's beautiful irony that on this side of the world, little girls are carrying these adorable little purses, and they're protecting little girls on the other side of the world. I mean, it's just amazing, you know. We have a jewelry line that is made by victims from human trafficking. So that's our first thing we're looking for. When we say we're serious about making the world a better place, we're looking for companies that want to do something meaningful and with a purpose. And then the next thing we're looking for is things we try really hard, made in the USA, and then things that are going to stand the test of time.
So I do know that it's gotten to be real common. I'm guilty of this, absolutely, is just getting cheap things, and they break down after,
pitch them and get a new one.
Right, pitch them and get a new one, get another, get the 10 for $1 at Walmart or whatever, but it doesn't look like you have any of that kind of stuff here. This all looks like the kind of stuff that's going to last for a good long time. I see some wooden things, and I see, high-end RC cars and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about just kind of the inventory that you have in place here.
So we are West Virginia's only Traxxas exclusive dealer, and what that means is we can get things from Traxxas in 2 days. We get new releases. What we love about Traxxas is not only are they the leading RC company in the world, but everything on them is repairable, and they're still making the parts from 20 years ago.
Wow.
So if you invest in one of these cars for your son or yourself, then it is something that you can have truly forever, and there's fun upgrades to do with them. We also have Lionel, which is kind of the gold standard for trains, and we have old and new, which is awesome. Not old, I mean new old stock. So we have unused,
okay,
but stuff that's vintage.
My father-in-law has a whole closet full of Lionel trains, and my boys, every time they go over that, and I think he likes it more than they do. They get the whole track out, and they spend half the day putting all the trains on there and running it. And like I say, I think he enjoys it more than they do.
Well, if you love Lionel, especially at Christmas time, up in the front, we always have trains going. You can't hear them now, obviously, because
we're trying to be quiet right now.
Exactly, yeah.
Typically, it's a little bit more noisy in here.
Yes. So we have our shoe line. We have kids' shoes. There's never any pressure to buy shoes from us, but we measure feet. Okay. So if you're unsure, especially closed-toe season arrives, sometimes with 2, 3, 4-year-olds, it gets a little tricky what size they wear. And so we measure your child's feet, but we also carry...
Up to what age?
We go all the way up until they become an adult. So size 4 big kid, and then that really transitions into adults, because a size 4 girls is really a size 6 women. So. Oh,
okay. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So
and tell me a little bit about the clothing here.
Okay, so our clothes are Mayoral. It's a fantastic brand. It's made in Spain. High quality. I feel like really reasonable price points. Posh Peanut. They are probably the softest clothing in the world, I would say. And they go from teeny tiny baby all the way up. They do pajamas, and they've just started into fashion, which is fantastic. And then we boast having as many boy clothes as we do girl clothes, because you have a son, right?
Yeah,
and you know that the boy department is this big, and the girl department is, and so it may come back to bite me, but I currently have an equal amount. I have 5 boys, so I have an equal amount of boys' clothes as I do girls, just because I feel like, you want something for a family picture. You don't want to have to pick between 2 shirts. You want to be able to pick between this, 12 shirts. So
that's right. That's right. And I know that you have not been in business for very long. So tell me a little bit about how you got here. And I think you told me there was only about 90 days that you've been running. So tell me a little bit about your journey into opening your business and how it's been going so far.
Okay, so I went to market in 2020, and then of course the world blew up. So I've been debating, kind of mulling this around in my head. I just knew that when we wanted quality clothing, things that were like holiday clothes, Easter clothes, that kind of thing, we would go to Charlotte, or we'd go to Columbus, or, we're not talking, play clothes. Yeah, you could probably find play clothes. But, and so I was complaining to my husband about it, and he said, boy, it seems like you should do something about that. So in March we officially signed our lease in February, and we started with a cement box. And
it looks absolutely beautiful. I would definitely encourage anybody to come up just to visit, because it looks great. It definitely does not look like a cement box.
Well, thank you. Well, I laid the floor myself. Andy helped me hang the ceiling, but we did that ourselves as well.
Now, did you get a bunch of before and after pictures?
We do have quite a few. I'll put them up for you. Yeah. So, but we've had a lot of fun and learned a lot along the way. So, but yeah, it's going well. I would say we're steady. A lot of people don't know we're here, so we're working on that.
What is, so tell me, what is the main thing that attracts people that are finding out about it? How are you getting the word out right now?
Well, right now, honestly, our biggest is word of mouth. Because when you come in here, no one's ever going to pressure you to buy anything. We have snacks and juice boxes and suckers and water bottles. The cleanest bathroom. You literally could eat off the floor in our bathroom. So we are a super kid-friendly place. We have open toys. We want your kids to play and have fun, from doll houses to kitchens. I always have an RC car charged. So if you just need to take a breath in your day and have your kids distracted for a little bit, this is the place for you. But we offer everything from virtual shopping. I have somebody who has a newborn right now, and she frequently will say, can you show me the new things that you have in? So we provide that service, but then also helping put together family photos, or a size range that you want to match, or different things like that. We provide literally unparalleled customer service, because we're here for you, and we know what it's like to be parents of kids and the struggle to go into a shop and wrangle everybody and get things done. So we gift wrap, we ship for you. We will literally, we want to be full service and meet your needs.
With 8 kids, I imagine, you've almost got a football team there.
Basketball, definitely.
Yeah, definitely a basketball team. Yeah, for sure. So I imagine you've got a lot of experience. Now, did you use that experience in laying out the floor plans and how you put everything together, and how to manage all those little ones running around? So
we did. We don't have anything. I heard a mom come in here the other day, and she said, "No, don't touch anything." And I said, oh, no. I have a 2-year-old. So anything that is that is in finger's reach is fair game in the shop, because we don't want you to have to play that. Yes, so absolutely. In laying things out, we made sure that there's nothing they're going to break or destroy that is in touching, distance. Right. And you never need to feel like, oh, I've got to clean that up or pick that up so absolutely. And then layout wise, we absolutely worked really hard to make things bright, colorful, fun. And even the couch, because sometimes Dad just is totally not into the whole shopping.
Is this
or Big Brother. This is the Dad couch.
This is the Dad couch. Okay.
It's actually the shoe fitting couch, but technically, yes, I'd say it's the Dad couch right here.
So tell me, give me an example or two of what you've learned that you weren't quite ready to run into, because every entrepreneur, they always have their stories about, I did not see that coming, and people love to hear those stories.
Oh, goodness. So I think the hardest thing, honestly, is, in retail especially, is knowing, just because I love it and I know that it's quality, or I know that it's doesn't mean that somebody else is. So sometimes you buy something, you think, man, this is amazing, it's going to fly off the shelves. So that's always a fun predictor. I tease my husband. He got away from me a little bit at market, and if you want a romper for a little boy, size 0 to 3 months to 18 to 24 months, we are Romper Central. We have all the deals on the rompers. So a little overbuying in some areas is definitely something that's to be expected, but a fun. But then fun things, we find stuff tucked places. Like, we Clorox after every kid has been here, and straighten. But oh my goodness, we have found used sucker stuck to the bottom of, or I did find, it was pre-chewed goldfish down in, I think, one of the baskets over here,
no.
But it's totally fine. That's part of kids and kid life, So no, I haven't had any crazy customer experiences or that anything where I'm going to knock on some wood right here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. And those kinds of things definitely do happen, especially with retail. So tell me, as we begin to wrap up here, I'm curious, do you have an e-commerce element, or are you looking into that so that you can reach outside of the local region? Absolutely.
So we had Square, a Square website, but I really knew that grandparents and extended family, they love to shop for your kids. And so often I felt like my poor mother-in-law or my mom, they'd be like, what should I get for the kids? And I feel like it took the joy of shopping for Christmas or a birthday away from them. They want to be able to shop. So Square does not offer the ability to make a registry for birthdays or Christmas or baby registry. So currently we have under construction a WordPress website that's going to pull from our Square. And so people can make that birthday registry, that Christmas registry. Great. So grandparents can still enjoy shopping. And then also, yes, the e-commerce piece. So somebody happens to, Google Posh Peanut or whatever and see, our site. And,
perfect.
Yeah.
That's great.
So that's coming soon.
Great. Well, Jess, as we begin to wrap up here, I am curious, is there anything else you'd like to discuss or anything that you'd like to tell everybody about that we haven't covered?
Well, when you shop here, a portion of every purchase, when you shop here, a portion of every single purchase goes to either the United Way this quarter, United Way of Central West Virginia, pardon me, or St. Jude's. And at the register, you can pick which you want it to go to. But as a mom, that was super important to me. If you say, here's 2 comparable products, but this product you're giving to charity, I'm going to pick that product all day long. So that's one of the reasons you should shop with us, is because not only do we have fantastic products that you can put your hands on as opposed to shopping online, but that you are either giving to St. Jude's, which is a fantastic cause. We had a little one that spent some time in a children's hospital, but also, or here in the Valley, the United Way of Central West Virginia does such amazing good and education and all kinds of amazing things. So,
great. Yeah. Well, Jess, I want to thank you so much for joining us here today. And as we wrap up, I want to remind you, as the Kanawha Valley Hustler, to always hustle hard, hustle smart, and hustle with a smile.